Every New York City transplant asks the same question the moment they decide they want to make a move to Tampa Bay. Where do I actually live? Like the real version, with the traffic, the schools, the price per square foot, what the neighbors are actually like. And this is coming from someone that just 2 years ago did the same thing and have helped countless people move from New York City to Tampa. I'm gonna break down 4 neighborhoods and give you an honest breakdown, okay? No filtered version. Just what each one actually has to offer, who they fit and who they don't. Let's get into it. My name is Emilio Estevez and I run a real estate sales team that sells real estate in New York City as well as here in Tampa Bay. We help people move down from New York to Tampa and from Tampa up to New York City. We know the areas best and we make sure that we make your life easy and give you all the information possible so that you can make a confident move. So New York and New Jersey transplants tend to land in one of the handful of areas depending on what they're actually optimizing for, whether it's budget, walkability, schools, commute, or that feeling of still being close to a city even after leaving one. 4 areas cover almost every version of that person. We got South Tampa, Westchase, Seminole Heights, and Wesley Chapel. Each one gets the same treatment, what it costs, who it fits, and where it falls short. South Tampa, specifically Hyde Park and Davis Islands. It's the closest thing that Tampa has to a walkable, urban, adjacent neighborhood, tree-lined streets, historic bungalows next to newer builds, restaurants, coffee shops within walking distance, and a 5-10 minute drive to downtown and the airport. The price point sits highest on this list. I won't sugarcoat it. Established homes here in Hyde Park run anywhere from $700,000 to multi-million-dollar homes, especially on Davis Island's waterfront. So this is the area if you left a $4,500 or $6,000 rental back in Manhattan, or were cramped in your style because you were living in a small home that cost you $1 million over and you're ready to live the beautiful sunshine lifestyle here in Florida without giving that identity up, this is a great place for you to be at. What South Tampa does well is walkability, proximity to downtown, strong resale value, a built-in social scene. Since many other transplants land here first, what South Tampa does not do well is affordability. This is not the budget option on this list. Also, the flood insurance on Davis Islands specifically needs a real estate conversation before anyone falls in love with a waterfront listing. Who fits here? Somebody that's a dual income professional without kids yet, or with young kids who are used to city density and want to ease into the suburban life rather than jump straight into it. Now, let's get into the second neighborhood. Let's talk about Westchase. Westchase sits on the opposite end of the spectrum from South Tampa. It's a master plan suburban community built around a town center and consistently ranked among the top school zones in all of Hillsborough County. The median home prices here run noticeably lower than South Tampa, typically anywhere from $450,000 to $650,000 for a single family home with 3 or 4 bedrooms. HOA's fees do apply in most sections, and that is worth flagging early since New Yorkers are not always used to paying a monthly fee for community upkeep. What Westchase does well is schools, family, infrastructure, sidewalks, and parks built into the design, and a strong sense of community. Since almost everyone here moved for the same reasons. What Westchase does not do well, it is car dependent, and it is a 25 to 35 minute drive to downtown Tampa, depending on the traffic. Anyone expecting a 5-minute commute to a downtown office needs to recalibrate that expectation here. So who fits here? Families with school-age kids, where the school zone is the deciding factor, and buyers coming from a suburban area like Long Island or New Jersey, and they already expect to be driving around everywhere. Now, let's get into the third neighborhood. Let's talk about Seminole Heights. Seminole Heights is the neighborhood most people have not heard of yet. And that is exactly the appeal for a certain type of buyer. You got older bungalow style homes, an active local food scene, and a brewery scene that rival South Tampa at a noticeably lower price point. Homes here typically run anywhere from $350,000 to $650,000. Some need updates because some of the homes are a bit older, say from the 1920s to 1950s. This is a neighborhood for a buyer who values character over new construction and doesn't mind putting some sweat equity into the home. You are starting to see some developers go into the neighborhood and take some of these older homes and make some new construction properties. Still, these are a lot more affordable than, say, a neighborhood like South Tampa. The great thing here is the walkability, genuine local culture. It's not manufactured for tourists. Strong appreciation over the last 5 years as more people are starting to discover it. What Seminole Heights does not do well is inconsistent lot sizes and home conditions, block to block, meaning do some due diligence here. It matters here more than anywhere else on this list. Two houses on the same street can be completely different in shape. Who fits here? Buyers who want a walkable lifestyle without the South Tampa price tag, and anyone comfortable with a fixer-upper mentality. Now, let's get into our fourth neighborhood, Wesley Chapel. This might be one of the neighborhoods that you heard the most of up in New York City. Wesley Chapel represents new construction, maximum square footage per dollar. Located in the northern Hillsborough and Pasco counties, this area has exploded over the last decade with new master plan communities. Home prices here offer the most space for the money on the entire list, often anywhere from $400,000 to $600,000 for a 4 or 5 bedroom newly built construction home with 2 and sometimes 3 car garage. CDD fees are common here on top of HOA dues, and that combination needs to be factored into your true monthly cost, not just your mortgage payment. What Wesley Chapel does well is square footage, new construction, modern layouts, and access to shopping and dining that has grown alongside the population. What Wesley Chapel does not do well is commute. This is 30 to 45 minutes from downtown Tampa in normal traffic, and closer to an hour during peak commute times. This is the trade-off for space and price. So who fits here? Buyers prioritizing square footage, new construction over proximity, and remote workers who don't need a daily commute into the city at all. So now that you've understood these 4 neighborhoods and got a better understanding of what Tampa has to offer, all of my people watching this that currently live in New York City and thinking on moving down to Tampa, these are 4 amazing options to consider if you're thinking on coming down, because where you live will dictate the experience that you have coming down to the Sunshine State. So the real question is not which neighborhood is the best, it's which is the trade-off that fits for your life. South Tampa trades price for walkability. Westchase trades commute for schools. Seminole Heights trades consistency for character and value. And Wesley Chapel trades distance for space. So what neighborhood is fit for you? My name is Emilio Estevez, and I run a real estate sales team that sells real estate in New York City, as well as here in Tampa Bay. We help people move down from New York to Tampa and from Tampa up to New York City. We know the area is best, and we make sure that we make your life easy and give you all the information possible so that you can make a confident move. Down below in the description is a link where you can set up a one-on-one private Zoom meeting so that we could talk about your situation and how it is that we can prepare you for one of the biggest moves of your life. We want to thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one.